Hey, it's Dawn here at Dee Creates Crafts. We are going to make two fun folds, actually one fun fold today in two different angles, one horizontal, one vertical. One fun fold, super simple. I call it the postcard fun fold, and you're about to see how. So join me, come on in, and I'm going to teach you how right now. Let's start crafting. My name is Dawn. I'm with Dee Creates Crafts, and I do these videos so you can get to know me and get to know my style and try to teach you a new technique or a new idea every week. For this postcard card fold, with an 8.5 by 11, we can literally get 4 bases from it. So I'm gonna cut it at 5.5 along the long way, the 11 side. And then I'm just gonna flip it again so I have the long side come to 4.25. Chop it in half. And now I have 2 card bases where normally I would have you score this in the middle at 4.25. Instead, with this fun fold, we are cutting it in half instead of scoring it. So I'm gonna put these aside because I wanted to share that with you and show you how easy it is. So I have for us, this is the base of my card, which I just taught you how to make. And then the decorative side, I chose to emboss this. If you want to use print paper, it would be gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But the title of this class is Fall in Love with Fall. So I wanted to use some fall colors. So this piece, I've shared with you before. So this base is 5.5 by 4.25. So this piece is gonna be 5.25 by 4. And so see that pretty margin? So basically just bring it up to the quarter, and here's how you look. You're gonna chop off 1/4 inch on the short side, you're gonna chop off 1/4 inch on the second side, and now you've got the perfectly fit, perfectly centered, all your margins for your card. So that's the easy part. The dimensions, the measurements, if you're a measurement kind of person, 5.25 by 4. If you like simplicity, you don't need measurements, you're literally just gonna do 1/4, 1/4. So this is gonna go like this. Now, we are gonna make a little flap card, and it's gonna, this is our card, it's gonna open up like this. So for this flappy card, this is gonna be 8.5 by 2.5, all right? And then you're gonna score at 4.25. We are gonna adhere this side down. I'm kind of walking you fast through, and then I'll go slow steps. This is gonna be my decorative piece. I did not emboss. If this was print paper, I would also make this print paper. I chose to not emboss this because I'm gonna put a label on it, and then I'm gonna do some decorating, and I wanted that to be our focus and not the embossing. So let's go ahead and get started with adhering. And you can use your tape runner, you can use some glue, whatever you want in the whole wide world. Less is more when it comes to glue. You want to get it everywhere, but I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of just pushing it around with the tip of my glue and putting, look, we made a little heart, putting very light-handed with my glue. What I like about glue, the wet adhesive, is I've put it down, the decorative piece on the base, but I can wobble it around a little. I can push it gently with my fingers and thumb and kind of get it into position. Now your strip piece, this, if you do in white, you're not going to need something inside for your sentiment, and that would be lovely. If you I just did this, you guys, to have some fall colors. But if you wanted a white base, a print paper, a white base here, and more print paper on top, gorgeous. This can be adhered, attach anywhere you want. I tend to go more towards the left side, leaving us a pretty margin. Now I'm using glue. If you want something more sturdy, go ahead and use some tear tape. I just used some glue because I wanted it super simple for us. On top, I'm just gonna adhere this piece down, the decorative piece, let's call it. And again, I'd call it the print piece if I had it print. and it's not even embossed, but I wanted it to color coordinate with the bottom of our card, the decorative piece towards the bottom. So I'm lining it up so it a little bit as close as humanly possible. Looks like a straight line. And then we are going to decorate. I knocked my decorations on the floor. What? I know. There we go. So then on the inside, we have got some white. Because this is not white, I am going to put a little paper white insert on the inside for our sentiment. This would be the exact same as the decoration piece. The decoration piece is 4 by 2 1/4. So this is the exact same. It's just going to go on our inside. So let's look at our decorations. You could see I didn't like that part. So just flip it over. If you do something wrong, something you don't like, flip it over. I am going to pop this up with some dimensionals, and I am going to hang this over the edge a little. So we're going to be careful to just put the dimensionals about 3/4 in and towards the left side of our label. Now I did die cut this label. You could do a circle, you could do a square, you can do a different label. Whatever you have in the house already, just use what you have. So let me eyeball this, I wanna get it. Okay, so it's as centered as perfectly as we can get, eyeballing it. And so that's there. Now I want to decorate it. So I did do a couple of wreaths, and I'm going to adhere those down right to the sentiment. And I got us a little pumpkin. I'm going to put that right there. I just think this looks so fall and so pretty. Then I couldn't decide, you guys. We got to decide if we want, I'm going to do a banner. If I want this color banner, the matching with the label, and I think I've answered my question, or we could do the coordinating with the back, and I believe that's what I want to do because it's going to be elevated. So this is going to be what we do. So I'm going to put the others aside, and I'm going to teach you a little trick with these guys. So let's go ahead and just adhere. I'm going to put the pumpkin in the corner because we can, just so I don't lose it. And so he goes right in place, right where we want him. What? I know. All right, so he's right where we want him. It's a die cut. It's from the set Sparkle of the Season with Stampin' Up. Those are my preferred products. And now I'm just gonna put some glue on all the leaves, a little bit towards the center and some of the branches. It doesn't have to be flat, snug, glued down because it's gonna look kind of cool just having, not being adhered flat. It's gonna give it a little lift. Sometimes what I like to do is come back with some other cardstock and just kind of brush the glue off a little bit. Kind of dry it up if it seeps out from under us. Well, that's some, it's good glue because look how it's sticking to my hand. Hey, get back in there. This one I'm going to glue down now and just kind of put it in a different location. I want it to overlap yet have the leaves in a different spot. I wonder, I think that's what I'll do. My hands are so sticky right now, it's actually funny. These are, again, part of the set for the Sparkle of the Season bundle. I chose this bundle because it goes for all 4 seasons, you guys. It goes for Halloween, it goes for Thanksgiving, which I'm doing here, and it goes for, well, it's fall, it's not really Thanksgiving. And it also goes for Christmas, which I will share with you. I'm gonna try real hard to get this glue off my hands. I'm not doing too well. Okay, so this one, here it is in Christmas. Is that so stinking cute? So we're making a fall one, and here it is in Christmas. So this opens up, there's my white with my little Merry Christmas. So fall and Christmas, same stamp set, you know? So let me flip this around. We're gonna wanna stamp a sentiment. This one, I think I'm gonna do the grateful, which can be just like a thank you. It could be grateful for you it could be just grateful for the season, for the cooler weather, what have you. I am stamping this in black. Ta-da! The word grateful. And I promised you a little technique, a little trick. I did this last week, but I want to do it again for you because sometimes we have to see something more than once for it to click with us. So this one is the exact same die cut. I'm just going to cut it in half as best I can, meaning eyeball it, cut it in half. Now the trick is I'm going to extend it on the outside of the ivory one, and we're going to have like decoration, yet we've expanded. We've actually extended the use of our particular die because we cut it and it's going to extend beyond the actual original die like that. And I'm going to do it on the other side, and then I'll show you the underneath. But this is a really cool trick. You can do this with different labeling dies. There we go. Do I have that even? Yeah, it's pretty even. And then I'm going to pop this up. But there it is, all done. That one looks, let me see if I can stretch that a little bit. Yep, it came out a little bit. There's the inside. So now you see how much we expanded it, and look how pretty it looks. So that's a little trick for you, and I'm going to put some embellishments, let me see, on this. I think what I'll do, let me put one here. Yeah, I think I want it smack in the middle. What? If I want it like that. Nope, I just want it like that. Then we can decorate it with some of the little gems from the hand-pinned that I did all summer long because I fell in love with it. Let's do one more little guy. Look, our pumpkin's a little bit hidden, and yet he's not. I'm going to put this down here to draw some attention to the pumpkin. So this particular card is finished. Let me share with you how it stands up. And here's the Christmas version. What? So just bear in mind, cute postcard card, and you can do it for different seasons. It's just the style of the fun fold that I want you to learn today is the literal fun fold, and I call this postcard, so I wanted you to know the name that I call it, so you'll know. Now here's something fun. This can go in both directions. This is the horizontal one, so let's go ahead and do one vertically. I've got twine, I've got ribbon, I've still got my gems, I've got some cutouts, different label. I just wanted some fun stuff to play with and see what we wanted to actually use for this particular card. Oh, that's a Christmas version. I'm going to save it for you. So same measurement for this one. The base of the card is the same. It's 5.5 by, I think, 4 1/4. Let me measure real quick. Yeah, 5.5 by 4 1/4 is our base, just the same. So this one is, you can line it up and just, you're gonna lob off 1/4 here, 1/4 here. So this one would be 5 1/4 by 4 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4. That's the decorative piece. So let's adhere this down. This is nicely embossed, so I'm gonna add some adhesive. And you can use a tape runner, whatever you want, whatever you enjoy better or whatever is your comfort zone. As far as the adhesive, whether it be glue or whether it be a tape runner is what I'm referring to. Come on, little guys. This I don't feel is very centered. I eyeballed it, but it missed the eyeball, huh? Now I'm liking it. So this guy, our strip, this is gonna be our vertical one, is actually gonna come this way. So the strip part is 11 by, I think 2 by 2.5, 11 by 2.5, just like the other one. So this is 11 versus, I think it was 5.5 was the other one. So this we're gonna adhere down. We're going to decorate, and then we are going to decorate it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down. Oh, that was my white piece for the inside. I'm like, what is that for? Okay, so let me adhere this down. And this is the vertical. I did do the same, you guys. I went just a little in from the outside edge. Just a little bit on the inside. So this piece, let me cut our decorative piece here. The decorative piece is going to be just a little bit skinnier. So this is going to be 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. So that's going to lay on that very nicely. So let me get, here we go. Here's our glue. Pretend this is print paper or pretend it's embossed, but I'm referring to it as the decorative piece. It's just because it's a pinch shorter than the actual flap that we're using for the actual card. So I'm going to adhere this on the inside. You can stamp on this. You can stamp a sentiment on the inside. I just made a hot mess with my glue. I'm going to, whoop, inside. Here we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now that's gonna have to be the bottom because it has glue on it. Oh my goodness. All right, so this piece I definitely want to pop up again. And I just reversed the colors, which I'll share with you in a minute. So I'm gonna do about 3/4 in with my dimensionals. And kind of eyeball where it's going to go, kind of like it's centered. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do our 2 wreaths, one on top of each other. I've got a little baby pumpkin for the underside. So let me get him going for the corner here. So a lot of similarities except vertical and then the horizontal. And again, don't feel like you have to go crazy with glue. It's gonna stick, and I mostly did the glue, if you can see what I'm doing, to the inside of this little baby wreath. Whoa, Nelly, he fell. There you go. I think I'm gonna raise that a little bit. And now let's do it with this color. So that is Cajun Craze, and this is the Pumpkin Spice. So just some fall colors. The golds I tend to use for fall is the So Saffron. And I tend to choose 2 or 3 colors per season and use those exclusively, intermingling with black and white for my bases and also using vellum. Very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. All right, so let me see where I want this. Cute. Get it a little off so the leaves kind of overlap each other. We want to see the yellow leaves. We want to see the pumpkin colored leaves. And now I want to do the same thing with this particular banner. We're going to do thankful for you. I am thankful for you who are watching this video. So I am going to stamp it. I'm actually going to use black. You can use coordinating colors if you so desire. I'm going to angle this because it fits better, and it's going to add a little bit of whimsy to get it on an angle. Too cute. And we can do the same thing with this one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite to put that there. That's going to be stinking cute. This one we don't have to cut. We just have to adhere it in place. These are tasteful labels if you needed to know. I think I'm going to pop this one up as well. Whoa, my finger's stuck. Here we go. That's so cute. I'm gonna just do this. Put it in the middle. I'm trying to decide how I want it. I think it needs to go up, don't you? Then I thought it'd be cute. Let's do a bow, or that's pretty ribbon. Or, yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a bow with this. How cute would that be? So this is the bumblebee gingham. Cute. Just gonna make a bow. There, I just grabbed enough. I'm making 2 loops. The secret is to have a long enough tail, about 2-3 inches, have a space in the middle, have your 2 loops, and then the right side goes over the left side, tuck it under and in through the hole. Pull it almost tight, but that's kind of a goofy looking bow, right? So loosely holding your knot, you're gonna pull on the tails and keep doing that till the bow looks exactly the size, the puffiness, the shape that you are looking for your particular project. So an easy thing to do, I feel like that needed to be a little shorter. I think I need more scissors, new scissors. These are getting they need sharpening, which tells me I've put them to good use. So I either need to, oh my stars, that's gonna be so stinking cute. I think I will put it actually there. Let me move this. Let's see if I want it under. I think on top really, really, really looks better. And then what I thought would be fun is to come in with our twine and then tie a little knot or bow on top of this. So I'm going to, so my fingers will work. I'm just gonna tie, not a knot, but you know how we do when we're tying shoes? You just crisscross the 2 little threads over each other, and then let me see if I want a bow or if I want a little knot and just a bunch of thread to make it a little bit more rustic and fall-like for this particular card. We could even make it a little lasso underneath this bow. Let me see how I like that. It's kind of, I think it's cute, so I'm gonna leave it. So what I did is I tied a bow with the baker's twine on top of this pretty and fun bow, and then let's adhere it down with our, you guessed it, glue dots. So here are the glue dots. I just push my fabric bow down onto it, it lifts it off, and then we can place it wherever we want. I'm gonna put it to the side because it kind of hides it. It looks like it's where I want it to be, but I'm trying to make it as flat as humanly possible as well. So it will, oh my stars, I like this one, you guys. Let's add a little bling to this one, because we can. So I'm gonna put a little bling right beside our pumpkin, and I think I'll put a tiny little guy. Here we go. I think it'd be beautiful on the actual, there we go, actual label. Oh my goodness, he went away. Okay, and where else do we want it, you guys? We want it up here. You really want 3, and you want, I don't think I want it there. You want 3, and you want to form a triangle. So let's come out this way since, I wonder if we want, let's just stick it right there. All right, so 1, 2, 3. This is the hardest thing for me to do, is make a decision where to put my bling. How funny is that? So I am very tickled with this card. I actually, because I added more to it, enjoyed this one better than the first one. And this is the Christmas card. You would have seen me make it last Friday, but same with the vertical card. It's a little Christmas girl. And then the fall. So we've got fall and winter. And then we've got the horizontal, fall and winter. Let me take my away so you can see it real good. Yeah, wouldn't a bow look pretty on that? I think I'm gonna add to it some of the thread once we're done with our video, because I really think it'll look, I just love a lot of stuff on my cards. And that's still pretty flat. I believe we could do one stamp with that, definitely with all the others. I hope you enjoyed falling in love with fall. I hope you'll make the postcard card, whether it be vertical or horizontal, and I hope you'll share it with me, either right here in the comments section or on Facebook, on Pinterest, any of my social media accounts. But I need you to subscribe to YouTube and hit the like button if you liked it, and if you need some measurements or a tutorial, please email me at ddcreatescrafts@gmail.com, and I will email you a tutorial for supporting me with your likes and subscriptions. That was a shameless plug for subscribing. Thanks for joining with me. Have a great crafty week.